I'm in the middle of a function right now. Okay, so this video was supposed to be done like fucking 3 months ago before the Switch 2 trailer happened. So then I had a personal family tragedy, and then my editor had a personal family tragedy, and then that's just what happens. It's 3 months late. I don't give a shit. I'm not fucking changing it at all. You fucking just deal with it, okay? Just watch the fucking video, okay? Goodbye.
Hello everyone, this is gonna be a bit of a different video today, so much so that I am recording it in my car again, and I'm freehanding the microphone. So if it sounds like shit, sorry. So the Switch 2 got announced, it exists, getting more information in April, cool. But the obvious question for me, and a lot of my friends, and a lot of people outside of that from what I can gather, is what's gonna happen with Smash Bros? Smash has been on every main home Nintendo console since Smash Bros existed. They're obviously gonna do something with Smash on their brand new thingamajig, it's just how it works. But a big problem emerged before the Switch 2 was even announced, but really just came into focus when the announcements happened. Even though I have played Smash for basically my entire life, since I was 4 years old on the Wii with Super Smash Bros. Brawl, a game series that, well, not to beat around the bush, genuinely shaped who I became as a person. You know, who I met as friends, what interested me, everything when it's something that you latch onto at that age, I guess. If Smash Bros. Did not exist, I would probably have never got that into video games. I have no idea what I would be doing right now if Smash Bros. Did not exist. But a deep cloud of just disdain comes into view in my mind whenever I think about the idea of a Smash 6. Just like a deep urge to not want that to exist. And yes, I know that Sakurai considers Smash Ultimate to be Smash 6 because he counts 3DS as 4 and Wii U as 5, shut up. So I'm just gonna make this little video to talk about some of my reasonings, some, for lack of better term, cultural problems I have with Smash at the moment, and generally just the state of platform fighters at the moment, because I really don't get to talk about this that much on the public YouTube side of things. This is not going to be a get hyped kind of video, this isn't going to be a speculation kind of video, it's not even going to be a whiny clickbaity doom-pilled Nintendo YouTuber video because that's just kind of weird. This is just going to solely be my personal stance on some matters, and you don't gotta watch this video. Nobody owns the world, we're both just living in it. You don't gotta agree, it don't even matter. Let's just start off with some background information on myself when it comes to Smash Bros. I played Smash Ultimate competitively for about 3 years, from late 2019 to somewhere in 2022. I played with a lot of friends over COVID, that was a real game changer for me. Got a lot of good friends from that, don't regret it. I don't really know specifically when, it was a bit of a gradual phase out. There wasn't an exact moment where I quote-unquote quit, I don't think. It was just a buildup of a lot of stuff. It was just a buildup of a lot of things that just made me really not vibe with the game anymore. If I may be honest, a lot of it has to do with the fact that I mained Banjo and Kazooie, and that fucker sucks ass. I could make a whole video on why this character fucking sucks donkey dick, but I want to have a little bit of sanity maintained. So all I'll say is this character has a lot of cool and interesting tools, but got neglected in both good damage and frame data, and got sold fucking snake oil instead of a real DLC gimmick. Wonder Wing is by far the weakest, quote, central gimmick given to a DLC character in Ultimate. Only 5 uses of an incredibly slow, punishable move that doesn't even fucking kill. This character fucking sucks, dude. Anyway, that's not exactly important, but some other things I did involving Smash is that for about 3 years, I made it a goal that I wanted to play a game from every game series that had a fighter in Smash Bros. And I did. I made a whole 3-hour video about all of them. I called it the ESUS project. Didn't do particularly well, but overall I don't regret it. Playing all the series introduced me to some series that I enjoy a lot now. Played a lot of Persona games, love some Fire Emblem, Xenoblade's great, Street Fighter 3, one of the coolest games ever made, and I love me some good old Castlevania. Lots of great games that I don't think I would have been prompted to play otherwise, and also that has led me to being more open to playing new games in general. I recently played 999 on the Nintendo DS. That game was really fucking cool. Would I have played that shit when I was fucking like 13? Fuck no. This has anime in it. On top of that, I think that video really tuned my writing a lot. Almost every game's review in that video I read over and scrutinized until it was as close to perfect as I could get it. For one, if I said a bunch of extraneous fluff, that meant I had to edit more of the video, and when it was reaching like 3 hours, I knew that wouldn't be able to fly. And also, I think some of my bits in there are still pretty funny. And I did something ambitious where I tried to have a bit of a character arc throughout the video, and it all led up to a very nice send-off during Kingdom Hearts and the quote-unquote epilogue of talking about the Smash Bros. Series itself. I am very proud of this video. Watching it back now, it's kinda obvious to me that I was very depressed making this, holy shit. But apparently others don't see it that much, so, you know, who cares. But this video is part of who I am. I think it was important to me at some point in time, and I'm okay with that. It's split up into 5 parts if you want to watch it, or there's the supercut. And obviously my channel has blown up a lot since those videos, but not because of those videos, but because of my then newfound love of Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear is inseparably tied to this story, and I don't think there was a game like it since Smash that inspired me so much, for many reasons. For one, the incredibly realized and fleshed out characters, the breathtaking visuals and artistry put into everything you see on screen, from the subtlest character animations to the incredibly lived in and realized stages that truly feel like places that could exist. But it also inspired me in a design philosophy way. I don't know if I've said this before on the channel, I might have but just forgotten. The thing I really want to do is not YouTube, it's to make video games. Doing creative work in video games, that's the medium I most desire to express myself in. And I'm getting there little by little. You know, I don't think I'm ready to show off anything too crazy yet in a video like this, but eventually, you know. Why is everything a macro? There is no grab button. I know what you're saying. Oh, the grab button is fucking R. No, that is not true. That is a macro for shield and A at the same time, which gives you grab. By default, the C stick to use smash attacks is not programmed to be like, oh, they're pressing up on the C stick, let's put the player into the up smash state. No, that is just a macro for up A and B that then the game reads as up smash. And everything in the game works like this. So you can't do a perfectly stationary forward or back air. You will eventually drift, just due to the nature of the controls. While Smash seems terrified to let you know how to do anything by only giving you information in an extremely roundabout manner, or just acting like nothing is fucking there at all. No one hears a word. There is no real training mode in Smash Bros, and it's gonna make me have a fucking fit. While Smash does all of that, Guilty Gear just tells you how to do a fucking Roman cancel, which is the best mechanic in any fucking video game ever. Out of every advanced mechanic in any video game, I can't think of one that's more immediately fun, engaging, thought-provoking, and downright sick as the Roman cancel, and in all of its many variations. If you took Roman cancels out of the game would not work. There is a million systems that are all designed with each other in mind and finely tuned to be as invigoratingly fun and fast, but still somewhat balanced as possible. It's not afraid to give characters insane tools that would break entire games if improperly balanced, but it works to the best of its ability, because everyone has their own bullshit that in the right hands can make every character their own secret blend of nightmare S tier. I love it so much. It was unlike anything I had ever seen before, and it hooked me immediately. Enough of that for now. So finally, let's get into the reasons why I don't find myself excited for Smash 6. Number 1, I don't think it's gonna change that much. At least not enough. Lots of people have been saying that they think Smash 6 would cut the roster down and redesign all of the returning cast. I don't think that's happening. Straight up. I think something's gotta change, but 1, I don't think Sakurai is the type of guy who would want to do that in the first place. Sakurai likes fighting games a lot. He seems to be pretty proud of his work on these characters because, in the realm of Smash, they kind of take on more archetypal roles as opposed to being perfect representations of their source material. Not to say that they are bad representations, but that there's definitely a balance in here of keeping Mario as the mascot main character, and as such giving him more Shoto-like moves in his kit that both, as their Shoto nature would imply, be simple and all-purpose enough for any player to both understand and utilize, and then eventually master. Instead of giving him the fucking ice flower from Mario on Wii and like the spring from the other Mario on Wii, I think some of the 64 cast could use some modernization tweaks. I think Samus is kind of behind the times, and also not a 64 character, but Olimar is a fucking apocalyptically failed character. Holy shit. I think it would be interesting to be proven wrong, but I don't really see it happening without a substantial mechanical overhaul of the general base mechanics, which I think is actually more likely. Apparently there's some quote where Sakurai said he would like to add aerial smash attacks to a future game. I have no idea if this quote is real, I just heard it, and I don't know where the source is or even if it's legit. But I think it's definitely possible that a Smash 6 would feature some new mechanics, especially if it wasn't directed by Sakurai. But I am kind of skeptical if those changes would even be something that I like. This is gonna sound fucking insane to some of you, and I get it. But if you ask me what platform fighter I would most want to play right now with some buddies at a moment's notice, I would say fucking Nick All-Stars 2. Nazby 2 is genuinely my favorite feeling platform fighter to control and just play in. This is not like a cope of like, oh, the new game hype, it's gonna be a smash killer, guys. I'm gonna play the fucking Nickelodeon SpongeBob game. No, we are like a year out from its initial release. I am being dead ass when I say that the fucking Nickelodeon PunchBob fucking swoobagabagabagah game is the best shit ever. It's extremely fast, responsive, plays like butter, and has fully integrated Roman cancels, EX attacks, and a super meter with this slime gauge. Basically, every sick, awesome fighting game mechanic is available to you for some cost of this meter, and it's directly inspired by Guilty Gear, and it's fucking incredible. They gave fucking Plankton Potemkin Buster! I will never not be mad at the fact that this game just kind of never got far off the ground in player base and support, and also I think the devs kind of got screwed off from layoffs from what I heard. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, a horrible travesty what happened. You're in my heart, Nazby 2, forever. I bring up Nazby 2 because that's like the closest we've gotten to like my dream platform fighter, only being held down by the fact that it's fucking Nickelodeon. I don't think that any brand new mechanics I have to go through Nintendo are gonna be anywhere near as influential as the ones brought by fucking SpongeBob video game. It just doesn't feel like it would fit Nintendo's brand. And funny enough that I bring up Nazby 2 only being held back by the fact that it's Nickelodeon. Reason number 2. I'm kind of tired of crossovers. Now this one's gonna be a lot of different things shared under this one kind of central theme of crossovers being the fucking root of all evil when it comes to platform fighters. First off, I should probably start off with a reason that's actually tied to Smash. Let's just start off with Nintendo's first-party characters, because if I can be honest, I don't know who is a recent first-party character they can add. Let's just do a fun little exercise and go through every new IP Nintendo has released or published since Smash Ultimate's release in December 2018. Not a perfect metric to go by, I know, but let's just go ahead. Astral Chain. Okay, good start. I think it's in copyright hell a little bit with Platinum doing some weird stuff, so I'm not sure if they do it, but I wouldn't be opposed to having one of the Howard twins showing up. You know, fun pick. Okay. Daemon Ex Machina. Okay, you know what, Sakurai? If you fucking add Daemon Ex Machina Man and his giant-ass mech, I might just call this whole video off right here. That'd be funny as shit. Also, this game's on Steam now, and it has a lot of rights issues because it was developed by Marvelous. I kinda doubt it, but man, I would fucking love that. Fitness boxing. I don't fucking know, maybe. I mean, it just kind of seems like the Wii Fit Trainer bit again, though. I don't fucking know, maybe. Good Job, no. Jump Rope Challenge, no. The Famicom Detective Club, Emio the Smiling Man. So technically not a new IP, since this is a reboot of Famicom Detective Club, you know, on the Famicom. But let's be real, this is essentially a new IP, given that Famicom Detective Club was dead for literal decades of no prominence until the Switch remakes of the first two games, and then this dropped with a bunch of advertising initially with no connection to Famicom Detective Club. Did you know, gaming? Fun fact that Sakurai considered the girl from Famicom Detective Club to be a playable character in Melee. I don't fucking know, maybe Sakurai wants to put the serial killer in the game now, sure, why not? That's all of their new IPs since 2018. I don't think that's a very crazy or exciting lineup, if I can be real. Emio, or just a character from Famicom Detective Club, seems like the most likely out of these, but even then, there's some rules of the ESRB about not putting advertisements of M or T rated games into E-rated games. And essentially, that just means don't say the name of the game, which allows Astrobot to just do some insane advertising of Helldivers and Uncharted to 3-year-olds. I think if Astrobot can get around it, Smash will definitely find a way to do it, but it's gonna be a really weird switch. Also, there's a thing of if they can even get all of the rights to all of the old characters back, and then the development time that it would take to even put all of those characters and stages and everything into a brand new game. That's just a nightmare to think about. Anyway, I've played a game from every series of a fighter in Smash Bros. So far, so I can have some authority on this. Seeing a character I know and love from a different series get brought over to a fighting game can be very fun, but it's not really, like, crazy for me. I guess it just depends on the character, because if it's like a brand new visual overhaul or like a complete overhaul from a different medium or genre, it can be pretty cool. But if it's like Byleth, where it's like, oh yep, that's a sword he uses from 3 houses, it's a pretty cool sword, it's like a dragon spine that extends out as a whip. Oh, look at him go, using Aaron Farr. Like, it's kinda cool, but like, I can go play 3 houses and see him do all that shit and more, and he looks better doing it. It does, like, give me a connection to them, and I'm more likely to gravitate to them, but also, you got, like, Olimar and Palutena, who I love in their original games, and then in Smash, I hate them so much it's practically ludonarrative dissonance. Oh, using big Wikipedia words now, aren't we? You like that one? But yeah, essentially, we have no good first-party characters anymore, so that means we're gonna get third-party characters, and let me just say, fuck off. I am so fucking tired of Smash Bros. Character speculation, because it's just so fucking horrible. Literally locked in a room with children and man-children. I want to end it. There used to be some fucking rules to it, you know? Like some basis that made things kind of fun. Now it's just whoever the fuck you want. Yeah, I think fucking, Wander from Shadow of the Colossus has a pretty good shot. I'd love to see him. I don't want to fucking hear it anymore. Also, I really fucking hate how, at least for a very good, solid amount of time, there was like this sentiment of like, Scott the Woz, I'm sorry to use a 5-year-old clip on you. I know that you've probably matured or some shit. I you know for a fucking fact I'm a different person from 5 years ago, but like, you're part of the cultural conversation now, big man. This is what happens. Play the clip that's gonna make me fucking mad.
Smash Brothers always felt like a momentous occasion, with a character being in it solidifying them in as true gaming icons.
Nintendo fans are fucking garden-walled. Not Scott the Woz specifically, I love him, he's a fucking inspiration, you know, but like, I see so much of this shit of like, not understanding the world around you. Oh, you know, fucking icons of gaming history, like Incineroar. Who the fuck is Iori Yagami? Quote from Cave Story, never heard of him. Yume Nikki, you what in your who now? Civilization, I heard that was ending soon. Gordon Freeman, I hardly know her. Why don't Smash players play any other fucking video games? Why do none of you have curiosity in where these characters are from and who they are and what they do? It's all so simple now. What I truly desire from a fighting game is a fucking plot! I want to know who a character is! I want to know what they do, what they think, what they're fighting for, relationships they can have with other characters, interaction, differences in perspective and ideals and how they clash, and I want all of that to not only be shown and discussed, but also expressed through gameplay! I'm so tired of crossovers because they have to work backwards with their characters and not in tandem with them! They have to find a fucking way to fit LeBron James into fucking multiverses because it was a contractual obligation instead of a beautiful expression of creativity and passion. I want to get attached to new characters. I have no nostalgia for the fucking 80s or the 90s. I barely have it for the 2000s. Oh, remember the Gremlins? No, I wasn't fucking alive. All you serve me is cheap imitations and facsimiles of art, never the original. These puppets just serve as lingering ghosts of an era where creativity in our industries was not only enormously successful, it was abundant. And now I have to sleuth through fucking indie games because all of the studios of money are so deep in their own ass. They think spending 8 years of the GDP of a country on a fucking Suicide Squad kill the Justice League is a good idea.
It's not going well, sir.
When the space station-sized internet archive gets fucking blown up in the vacuum of space, the flames in the section for the 2020s are gonna be a bit more lost for art to consume because we already burned it all our fucking selves! Oh... I hate Ronald Reagan. I don't give a shit about Space Jam. Star Wars is for fucking nerds. The N64 is a stupid console. I have never watched any full-length form of Indiana Jones, The Terminator, The Lion King, Ghostbusters, Harry Potter, The Simpsons, or Jurassic Park. I might watch Beetlejuice someday because it looks kind of fun. And M. Bison is a fucking fraud! Oh my fucking god. In short, I am tired of platform fighters being shitty crossover fighters of characters that I have little to no connection or personal attachment to. I want original characters with original plots and original everything. I know for a fact that the medium of fighting games can absolutely be used to tell compelling stories, as one literally gave me a shot of intense hope and clarity in one of my lowest moments, that no matter what you've been through, and no matter how bad the pain comes back, you are always still yourself, and you are always making progress towards a brighter future. Also, here is a photo of my copy of Strive that my friends got signed for me by Faust's English voice actor Kaiji Tang. They said he was very nice. I know this medium is capable of good stories, but I am tired to see that both players and developers seem trapped in a loop of nostalgia baiting and undermining themselves when they try to make a powerful change. I was planning on talking about the state of platform fighters in general, but we already talked about 2 of them in depth, with the only one left being Rivals of Aether, which does do a lot of stuff that I've been looking for, with it being an original IP and all. Sadly, I do not own Rivals 2 yet. I have played it before though. I don't like how the characters don't say any words during the match, but they do talk in victory screens and stuff. Why did they get good voice actors like Kevin Afghani and Faye Mata to just do 99% grunts? Say the name of your special moves, please. There's also other plat fighters, but overall, I just really want ones that aren't crossovers and aren't trying to be Melee 2. I don't care about Melee. It's fine, but we can do other things. You know, we don't gotta just be the Melee genre forever, you know? We can have like a third thing, you know? Whoa. I'm pretty worn out and my voice is fucking gonna die. So in conclusion, Momentous coming out like 2030 something. I gotta intervene.
Hi, I'm still in the fucking ocean and I have to do the Popeyes. Thank you, Great Papyrus 626, Minty, and then Hystro. I think I'm saying that right. I'm in the fucking ocean right now. I hate being stuck in the middle of the fucking ocean.